3. Nope, 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 nope. What? I love you too. Three, two. Hello, everyone. You have reached Donnie from Diamond Painting by Donnie, and this is today's daily dose of Donnie. It is another unboxing from Amazon, and I have 2 diamond paintings to show you. If you remember, well, if you're in my group, you may remember me making a post about a bunch of items that the seller that I've been in communication with. In fact, the diamond painting I'm doing now, the Moon Wolf, was from eZAKKA, and I did a first impressions on that, and I'm working on that one right now. And she sent me a message and listed all this stuff that they had on sale, and I'm like, okay, I can't pass this up because there were diamond paintings 70% off. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to order a couple of these myself. And I posted it to the group, and I know several other people who placed orders, and some of them even got it for $0 because they had a credit on their account or whatever. So, I mean, that just shows you how inexpensive they were. Okay, the first one, you'll probably recognize the image. I've never ordered this image because I've never really wanted to pay all that much for it. It came in a box from Amazon, and it barely fit in the box. It was actually wedged in there, so it wasn't moving whatsoever. And here is what was inside that box. And the box is in perfect shape, and it actually is taped on both ends, and it has the image. Can you see it? Let's see if I can get it at the right angle to show you. There we go. It's a 40 by 60. And this is what they call it, Starry Night. I call it Soulmates just because that's what I'm used to it being called from another store. Diamond Art Club sells this one. And I chose the owl when I did my first painting with them. So anyway, this one the cost of this one is $21.99 on Amazon. Like I said, it's a 40 by 60. And with the sale that they had, it was only $6.60 with free shipping. Got here in 2 days because I ordered it October 25th and it came October 27th. I'm thinking it's round because they're advertising round diamonds, but it didn't specifically say round. So I'm guessing it's round, and it is a full. So let's go ahead and open it and look what we got. I didn't think I was going to need my scissors. I didn't realize this was taped. I was hoping not. I don't know. I just don't like using... These are supposed to be my good scissors that I use for cutting cloth. But I haven't cut cloth in years. So I figured I might as well get some use out of them. And it's nice and heavy. So it's rolled around the bag of gems. Box is perfect. Here are the tools. It comes with a 6-placer and a green boat with a cutout chunk of wax and the silver tweezers. Let's pull out the drills. Oh, it's a square. That's very odd. So like I said, it didn't indicate on the website if it was a square or round. And so, yeah, and it does have an inventory sheet. And it does use DMC colors. Actually, now, see, it calls it Purple Planet on here. But on the listing on Amazon, it calls it Starry Night. Or Starry something. And I love that. I love all those purples. All right, let's see how many colors there are. There's a lot. And they're not numbered on there, so I'm going to have to count them. Let's check this canvas. Whew, yeah, 40 by 60. Kind of big. But it feels good. There's a little... Doesn't look like that went through. It looked like there was a little cut on the canvas. The sticker cover. It's all in one piece, which I'm actually happy to see because I can separate this myself with the X-Acto knife. Some people, it makes them nervous doing that, but I prefer to do that. It's much easier putting the sticker part back down too. And it does have the eZAKKA logo on here. So let me count the numbers real quick. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 47. That's almost 50 colors, 47 colors. So let's look at this drill field. Now, this company did the right thing. He contacted me to ask me if I wanted to let you guys know, and I did it the way that I wanted to by putting it in one single post. If you see somebody who is spamming the group, commenting on every single person's post that they make and advertising their shop, please let me know. I actually removed somebody today that was an AliExpress seller from the group because that's what he was doing. He was putting that on everybody's photos. And I won't have that. This group is not meant for sellers to come in and just advertise the crap out of us. I don't mind if I've got a reputation with one of them and they want to come in and they want to let us know about certain deals and they contact me and they're in contact with me the whole time, but not somebody who's going to just do that. No. This group is for support and just to be able to connect with each other and a peaceful place to be able to go, not somewhere that it's going to stress you out having to see that kind of stuff all the time. So this has lowercase and uppercase letters. And the symbols, I mean, look, here's the key. It's not too small. It's just a normal size and it's legible. And here's the drill field. You're able to see the symbols. They're very clear. This glare is not helping any. But this is very smooth, the glue. The glue on here is very smooth. So here we go. Yeah, you can read all the symbols. There's a lot of, I'm showing you probably the most confettied area of the entire thing. But yeah, you can read those quite nicely. Okay, I'm going to close this side up and open up the other side. That's the thing I love about getting things from Amazon is the canvases come immaculate because of the way they pack things most of the time. I've not received anything from Amazon that came like with an opaque cover folded. Never. And they've always had, I mean, I haven't gotten bubbles and stuff like that from Amazon. So it's a great place to order. You may pay a little bit more sometimes, but you're also getting it quicker. And you know that it's going to be packaged nicely. It's not coming from China. I mean, sometimes they have it where you can get them from China on Amazon. I personally avoid those. I did it once and it ended up, you know, being a hurricane item, which I could have gotten off of AliExpress, but I don't think I realized that at the time. So yeah, this side is just as perfect. Look at those beautiful purples and blues. I don't know why really that I haven't ordered this till now. Sorry about that. I had to sneeze and it just snuck up on me. All right, so, oh, this beautiful canvas. Let's cover this up. And I only paid $6 for it. That's what's awesome. Hi.
Hi.
You want to say hi?
Hi.
We're both wearing our I Love Diamond painting t-shirts that were sent to us by Heavenly Graphics. Her name is Shannon. Now let me put this over here.
I like to.
You what?
And of course I'm not coughing.
That's right, you're not coughing anymore.
Because I took the flu shot.
Oh yeah, she did get a flu shot. Careful. Okay, so I like how these are put in here. I mean, it's a big bag, but it's not like one of the big ones that they have excess that rolls over and over. All right, let me do this inventory and then I'll come back and give you the score, which, you know, I'm pretty sure we know what the score is going to be. So I'll be back in a moment. All right, everything, all the packets are here. A couple of concerns I have. Well, first of all, tell me what's wrong with this picture. This is 550. This is definitely not the color of 550. This is way too dark. And this is 154. This is way too dark. This is more brownish almost than what 154 normally looks like. Just from my experience, the colors, they're, it just seems to me that their dye lots, their color, their master color sheet that they use is probably off. So when you go to file away your leftovers for this kit or any kit from this company, I'm guessing you're going to want to make sure you double check your DMC chart. And right here, your DMC chart to check the color code. Make sure it matches. I'm going to show you right now. 154 is right here. Well, this might be, that is actually pretty close. Maybe my eyesight is going bad. But that one, that does pretty much match the 154. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's look at 550. Where'd you go? Sorry, they're about to fall in the garbage. I didn't want that to happen. Okay, here's 550. And there's 550. I know this is, it does look different to me. It's a different shade completely. 550 compared to what I got in this 550. This is more of a, I don't know. I'd have to, I sit here and I have to actually do a lot of comparing with the light, getting in really close with the magnifying glass to get the color matched up, because I do not like to mix colors. Some people do. That's just not my thing. It drives me nuts when the shading is off. It's the closest color it's going to be to, though, is 550. Even though it just does not seem right. So if it's too far off and I can't find a color to match it, I will just make a separate container for it. And one of these days I'll actually, I mean, as you can see, I've hardly gotten any of my colors matched to the numbers. And they're only ones I've done are round, because it's just such a tedious task and I've always got something else I need to do. Mostly making videos or editing videos or taking care of my daughter. With her being sick, it really caused me to not do much with my channel. I did some videos, but I didn't do any of the busy work that I'm now having to catch up on. So let's get to this next one. I'm going to pause and clean up this up. Oh, wait, let's do this chart real quick. I'm going to actually write it on here. The points. And it has 38, it did have 38 colors. All right, so 1 point for canvas condition, definitely one big fat point for that. 1 for canvas condition, and 1 point for clarity of symbols, yes, for clarity. 3 points for a complete bead inventory, yes, because they all had DMC numbers on them. Since Brandy made this list, she calls them beads. She prefers beads. I'm going to end up doing beads because I keep reading it, but I like to call them drills myself. I actually swap around what I call it all the time, and you'll probably notice that. Sometimes I'll call them diamonds, drills, gems, beads. So just so you know, they all mean the same thing. Okay, 3 points for everything being included. Canvas, beads, and tools. Yes. All included. 1 point for outside packaging. Outside packaging, definitely, because it was Amazon. And 1 point for how the contents were packaged. And yes, they were in a box and rolled around, and it was in great condition, so that also gets a point. Contents. Okay, so we get our 10, my next 10 out of 10. That's for the first impression. And when it is done, it will have the post-review points, and they will be averaged together to get a final score for this diamond painting. So like I said, let me get this cleaned up. I will be back with the second one that came from this company. Okay, so if any of you are curious as to what I do with my diamond paintings after I've done the review for them, first of all, I write all the information on my book here. Since I just started doing the rating system, I did put the 10 out of 10 on here. I wrote all the information.
One of them died.
Yeah, that happens when you don't take care of them.
Look. Mom, look. Right there. Someone died right there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I have to take care of it.
That's right. I will write how it came to me. It was a box in a box. It had DMC numbers. It had inventory page. This is the first time I've wrote this down, but I put that it was a linked bags of drills. The canvas was rolled around the inside of the box, and I updated all the information here that it had 38 colors, and it was a full square. And I put reviewed at the top because that's what I used to call them, and I'm just staying with that system. That way I know that this one actually has been done. The check mark means that it arrived. And what I do with if it has an inventory sheet, I will write the information on here. I put that it's book 4, page 60, which is so I know where to find it in here, so that when I am doing this diamond painting, I will know where exactly to look in the book to start writing my notes. Because I will, if I run out of room on this page right here, I will use the opposite side and fill out information there too. But I just put the paper in here and put my bags in here, and then I put it in a tub that I have. That is still getting organized. But this actually has its own name, Purple Planet. I don't really need names for them. I might when I'm doing I am doing my database that actually has names for them. So that might, if they have a name on them, that'll really help me a lot, because I have to come up with names on some of these myself. But like I said, I'm doing a database so that all this stuff will be on the computer, and all this information will be on there, so that for sellers, for you guys who want to know sellers that have DMC codes, inventory sheets, etc. The thing is, it's not the seller. It goes by the painting, because each painting will be different from each seller. Some sellers, you will get DMC numbers. Sometimes you'll get an inventory page. It just depends on the painting. And some of them will have, they'll weigh their bags, and sometimes they won't. They'll have them in baggies. So that's why I'm writing it down for each one, not for just the seller, because it's all individualized. If a painting does not come with an inventory sheet, I just take a 3x5 recipe card and I write the information on there so that I can find it. Just like this was my previous one. I just called it the Blue Butterfly, and it has the diamond painting number at the top, and the book 4, page 58. It was a 40 by 30, and I had measured it, and it was actually a 35 by 25 true, 18 colors. So that's what I do. I have different size baggies for different size paintings. Of course, this is a sandwich bag. This is a quart size bag. And then I have gallon size bags, and I haven't needed the 2.5 size gallon bags. So I don't know why I bought bags that big. Even my Heaven on Earth design didn't need something that big. It fit fine into a gallon bag. Okay, so let's show you the second one that I ordered from this guy, or this shop. I don't know if it's a guy or a lady, so I can't really say. This is what it's going to look like. It was $20.99, and I got it for $6.30 with the sale that they did. It is a 30 by 40, 22 colors. I know that because on the Amazon listing, it actually had a layout of what this is going to look like. And I could see that it showed the color amount. Same thing. It was ordered October 25th, and it arrived October 27th. And it is it's inside of a box, inside of a bag. And I'm pretty sure this one's going to be around because of the layout that it showed me. That's what I think. But here is the bag that it came in, and strange enough, it came in one of these where it says pull to open, save this resealable bag for returns. I've never seen Amazon send diamond painting that was in a box inside of a bag. You know the password. Don't say it out loud, okay? It's a secret. It's a secret. Shh. Don't say it. Okay, so here's the box. It's in good shape, and it is taped as well. And here's the image on the end of the box. Let's get the scissors again. I know these unboxings shouldn't take this long, but I really like to give you guys as much information as possible. I have thrown in a little bit more information in this one. And I still need to think of a question of the day. How do you guys like those questions of the day? I mean, sometimes they're silly, and sometimes they're not. Sometimes they're about your life, and sometimes they're just about silly stuff, things that don't matter. All right, so it has a full kit, just like the last painting. And it has the 6-placer as well on this one. Oh. Okay, we got our diamonds. It is a square as well. That is very strange, because I could have swore it would have been around by the layout it showed. Maybe there's more than 22 colors too. We'll have to see. I just needed to add in here that I know I said this had 22 colors, but as I finished this up, yes, this is out of order. I counted. I should have realized that wasn't 22 colors. The picture on Amazon, you cannot go by that. The layout, as far as using that to find out how many colors are in something. Because I do believe the one that they put on there was a round. That's why I thought it was going to be a round. And the round probably only has 22 colors, but because this was a square, this one actually has 37 colors. So just wanted to clarify that, since my inventory, when I was saying that it had 22 colors, I didn't want to be inaccurate about that. It does have 37. And I did contact the person for this store, and I'll let you know when I hear back from them to see about getting that missing bag of drills. All right, here, back to the video. Because, see, this one doesn't have the linked bags. Same seller, though. See, it's got the opaque cover, so that's different than what I was thinking it would be by the image. It's got the eZAKKA. The thing about the eZAKKA paintings is they put they put this on here. I know not all of us keep the edgings, but I think it's just a nice little touch that they do. I'm going to do it sideways because my tripod's getting in the way if I do it the other way. All right. See, it's the thing about rolling it on the inside of a box like that, as long as the box isn't going to get smashed, which it could have because it was in a bag, having a hefty set of drills on the inside really helps to keep the form. So it's not been folded, it's just been rolled. And it's, you know, it's laying nice. I like the loose way that they're put in there rather than the tight fit that some of the paintings come in when they're wrapped around a foam core. All right. I'll show you and this is one big piece as well. Wow, that looks really good, those colors. This is better than I imagined from the image that they showed on Amazon for the layout, because it felt to me like it was going to be a 30 by 40, you know, the kind you get, the round ones with the cellophane cover, and they're not as big as they say because they go by the canvas size and not the drilling area. So here you can see the clarity of symbols. They're really good and very easy to see. I know it's kind of at an angle, but I'm trying to keep the glare off. There you go. Good and clear. This is going to be a lot of multi-drill placing or the like. Here is the key. It's just like the last one. It is got nice and clear, not too big. I mean, you can't get too big. Bigger the better, but it's not too small. And the symbols are your normal symbols, easy to recognize. Very, very basic symbols. Okay, so the canvas, the glue looks really good. There's no wrinkles. There's not even rivers in this because it wasn't wrapped around a foam core. And the sticky is extremely good. There we go. All right. Put this down. We'll flatten up the bottom and then I will get to looking at those drills. I really love unicorns, if you didn't know. Yeah, while I'm counting drills, I'll think of the question of the day. There we go. There's the little bits of yellow. There's some in the hair, the mane too, but there's some here in the tail. I just love it when they've got purples and pinks and blues. It's just my my weakness. But I did good. I only ordered 2 from the long list of diamond paintings that he or she, Jenny, the name is Jenny, but I don't know, that she had listed. I only ordered 2 because I already knew I had others coming, even though they're, I only had 1 other from Amazon. I do have 1 more from Amazon coming. I'm not sure when it'll be here though, because somebody is sending that one to me. All right, so looks good. I like this size. 30 by 40 is good. 40 by 50 is my favorite, but I do like the 30 by 40s as well. 30 by 40 and 40 by 50 are good for me. So I will set that over here behind me, and I will start looking at these drills. I'm going to actually open them after I start fast forwarding so you don't have to hear the crinkling. So I'll be right back. Okay, before I actually get to counting, I wanted to let you guys know I had a text come in, or a message on Messenger, that somebody is taking my videos and putting their name to them again on YouTube. So please, if any of you find that my videos have somebody else's name on them, so it's on somebody else's channel, please let me know, because I need to file a copyright infringement with YouTube. I have had to do it before, and I have had them removed because this is my intellectual property, and when somebody else takes it, it goes against the rules and goes against me. Also, when Teslin was talking about how she said she knew the password a few minutes ago, she was trying to tell me that she knew how to spell password. So I said, okay, tell me what the password is. And she came up to me and she spelled the whole word out, just without looking at anything. She just came to me and she spelled password. I'm like, you seriously know how to spell password? You're 5 years old. That is just crazy. So she knows how to read password, and she knows how to spell it, and she is just doing awesome. So, anyway, here we go. I'm going to count these now. I'll be there in a minute. Okay, so this one was hard to read because it was cut off, but I did process of elimination. I believe it's 704. And now that I'm looking up close at it, it does look to be oily. Yep, you can see all the oil. So that's, what did I say? 704. And this one's oily. Okay, but I'm missing bag 307. So it does, well, this isn't the one that says to contact them, so I'm hoping that I can get it replaced. It does have a quality control seal, but they didn't have anything checked off. I don't know why I did this, because I'm going to have to, I should have made a copy of this first, but I can always make a copy of the key if I need to, for making labels when I do this. So let's do the, I'm just looking at some of the other ones here to see what kind of condition they're in as far as oil. There's a lot of garbage in this. This one here. Not seeing a lot. I'm not seeing oil in any others so far, but you know, here's more with big pieces of stuff. Yeah, that looks oily, doesn't it? Yep, that one is oily. Well, what about these? Are these oily? I can see it better when I pull it up to the camera. Can't really tell. These are the ones that are the hardest to deal with when there's oil in them, in these big bags. It looks like this might be a bit oily. Maybe, maybe not. Can't quite tell. But I'll know when I open them. You can definitely tell when there is oil in there because you can see the beading of the oil on the actual plastic. So, yeah, this video is long. I'm sorry. Okay, let's go ahead and do our score. Let's see, first impression. All right, 1 point for canvas condition. It definitely gets the 1 point for the canvas. 1 point for clarity of symbols. Yes, for the clarity. 3 points for a complete bead inventory. It does not have a complete inventory, so it's going to get 2 points for that instead of 3. So 2 for bead inventory. 3 points for everything being included. Canvas, beads, tools, everything is included. Even though one of the bead, so everything's included. The point was taken off already for the missing beads. There should be something in the complete bead inventory as to how, I guess that would probably be in the post review because of the oily beads. I haven't looked at that yet. So, yeah, that's in the bead quality as far as the post review. I caught it now, but that will be taken off during the post review. So, yes, 3 points for everything included. And 1 point for outside packaging. Yeah, outside packaging. I will give it the 1 point. You know, that was not, the seller had no control over that. It was Amazon that put it in a bag. Strangely, I don't know why they didn't put them both in the same box. And the 1 point for how the contents were packaged, and that will be also 1 point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, so that's 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for this one. And what I do when I put these ones away, what I do is I will take the longest strips and I will put them on top of each other. I'm not going to count this because this is an odd sized one with them being the 500 packs. But I take them and I don't put them right on top of each other. I put it opposite so that it's taking up the room of the space in between. And then the next one I'll put opposite right there. And then the next, so on and so forth. And then it goes down to the smaller ones. And when I think there's enough, especially depending on how much is here, I will then take it and I will, here, I'll actually show you. Even though I don't have a bag ready for this, so I can't actually put it in the bag when I'm done. I'll just stack these up here. And there's not a lot of, there's a lot of the single packs. So those just kind of get put in between things. And we're almost done actually, because there's not many more to stack here. My hands aren't very big, so I can't hold that much. One more. So then I will take it and I will fold it up or roll it up like so it'll fit into the bag. Just like that. and then it can slide right in the bag, and it looks professional somewhat. So that's how I do that. And then all these singles, oh, I found another double. I'll just set it on top there. And all these can just go in there as well. I don't put them in any kind of order because they're just single packs. So I just kind of mush them in the bag. But that's it, guys. I know this was a long one and I only unboxed 2, but I want to be as thorough as possible. And I want you guys, because this is the kinds of things you guys want to know about companies, whether you want to order from them or not. And I will keep you informed as to what happens with me contacting them to see about getting this missing bag of drills. So let me give you your question of the day. So the question is, if you had endless funds to start your own business, whether it be for profit or non-profit, whatever it is, you didn't care about making money, what kind of business would you do? I personally would just have a craft store. Not even just a craft store, just a place to come and do your crafts and hang out, have coffee. So like have a Dutch Bros, which is way better than Starbucks in my opinion, but it's only in the Northwest. It's in Northern California too. I think they're starting to expand more. And they'd have a Voodoo Donuts. If you're anybody who is aware of the West Coast and Voodoo Donuts, they recently, I do believe about 1.5 years ago, they opened up their first store down on Universal City Walk. And they're doing so well that when we went there, it was shortly after opening. It was like only a week after they opened. The line was out the door. It was down the walk. It was a 2-hour wait. So we just said, forget it. We'll just get it at home, because they have one here in our town. They have one in Portland and now one in Universal. So I would have a Voodoo Donuts in my shop. There would be a Dutch Bros in my shop. There would be any kind of craft you could imagine. You could buy stuff if you wanted to. You could borrow things like books on crafting and any kind of thing just to come and hang out and just get away. If you just needed to get out of your space at home and hang out with friends, you could come and you could enjoy yourself and laugh, and just like a retreat, some kind of like a diamond painting retreat that was any day of the week, anytime. It would be open 24 hours a day. There would be cots that you could sleep on, or beds, I should say. Not cots, because cots don't sound comfortable. There would be recliners. There would be light pads. There would be all kinds of stitching paraphernalia that you could use and borrow, so you didn't have to buy your own. There would be yarn winders and all that kind of stuff. That would be my dream if I had endless funds and I didn't need to make money, and I just wanted a place to be mine, to where I could open the doors to people of who have the same interests as me, to just come and hang out, because that's what this channel is kind of like to me. But I don't get to see anybody. I get to see you in the comments and on Facebook, and I don't get to talk with you face to face. But this is next, second best to what I would really love to do. So I'm glad I have you guys to be able to keep me company while I do my crafts. So I'm going to end it on that note. Please tell me down in the comments below what your business would be, or your not so business. And that's it for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.